Hi, in this brief video we want to talk about this crazy, stupid Arab, this crazy Islamo-Nazi idiot called Ismael Haniya. Ismael Haniya, one of the leaders of Hamas. So what happened was, in 2014, the Islamo-Nazis of Hamas, who illegally controlled the Jewish city of Gaza, attacked Israel proper. And they got their ass kicked. Now, an Israeli attorney filed a petition on Monday at the International Criminal Court against Hamas leader Ismael Haniya, stupid retard dictator, accusing him of war crimes against the Palestinians themselves, let alone Israel proper, against the Palestinian citizens of Gaza. Now, the petition filed by the solicitor Michael Myers on behalf of the Israeli movement and the Jerusalem Institute of Justice charged that during the 2014 war between Israel and Hamas in the Gaza Strip, Haniya's terror organization consistently used civilians as human shields. And there are several cartoons showing these Arabs using pregnant women, small kids as human shields. Now, this crime manifested in launching of rockets and mortar shells out of crowded population centers, frequently encouraging civilians to remain in areas that constitute potential attack targets for the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, and storing rockets and mortar shells in structures used at schools, hospitals, mosques and other civilian facilities. Now, the solicitor Myers, Michael Myers, wrote in his petition, he further noted that during the fighting, the Hamas fighters found rockets indiscriminately at Israel, whilst the Israelis tried to hit only Hamas targets. So the rockets cannot be controlled and aimed strictly at military targets, particularly as the rockets are being launched from civilian populated centres. Now, these rockets are forbidden for use according to this international law. Now, the petition of Mr. Michael Myers claims that the ramifications of the war crimes Ismael Haniya had perpetrated were practically harsh and were among the main reasons for the death of over 2,100 pseudo-Palestinian Arabs that illegally occupied the Gaza Strip during the 2014 conflict. Needless to say, the perpetrators of these crimes created fear among Gaza's citizenry, the result of putting their lives in real danger against their will, the petition notes. Now, apart from that, Ismael Haniya's government arrested and executed several Palestinians, civilians, not Jews. Now, Michael Myers went on to say that the International Criminal Court at The Hague in Holland was established sadly for this purpose, to protect civilians who fall victims to regimes that brutally trample on basic human rights, because that's what Hamas is doing in the Gaza Strip, because Hamas is nothing else but a part of ISIS, Al-Qaeda. Through investigation and prosecution and bringing the individuals responsible for these terrible crimes to justice. Now, concerning Ismael Haniya himself, the petition states that he played a central role in committing the aforementioned crimes. Ismael Haniya personally, and all the more forcibly through the government he led, encouraged the citizens of Gaza to remain in their homes, did not let them leave despite repeated warnings from the IDF to leave the buildings as they were to be bombarded. So Ismael Haniya tried to create victims. He wanted to play the victim so that he can play the victim and he can get all the hard money from Qatar, from Saudi Arabia and his good friends, the Obama administration. So Ismael Haniya, Khaled Masal and the other Arab Nazis in Gaza created all these civilian casualties on purpose so they can play the victim and get the money from Qatar, Saudi Arabia and their good friend Obama. And Obama, by the way, met with Netanyahu, and he talked about creating some sort of Arab state in the West Bank. Wow. What? What are Arabs doing in the West Bank? What are Arabs doing in Gaza? There's no such thing as Palestine, of course. The Arabs should leave Israel proper. They should leave the Gaza Strip, they should leave the West Bank and the Golan Heights and go back to Arabia, of course. But that's not what they want. They want to get billions of dollars from Saudi Arabia, and they want to, and they got their communist friends as well at the BDS, and they play the same old story. They're trying to be victims. They're trying to be victims. Anyway, Ismael Haniya is a stupid idiot. I mean, he's a terrorist. He's a Nazi, a real Nazi, and Hamas is nothing else but a part of Al Qaeda, ISIS, Al-Nusra. So, in other words, the IDF said, we're going to hit that place, that place, that place, get the civilians out of there. That's 2014. And what did Ismael Haniya do? He put the citizens there so they can be hit, so that he can get the money from Saudi Arabia and Qatar. Whilst on the other hand, he threw rockets indiscriminately. So that's not playing fair play, is it? So Ismael Haniya and Khaled Masal, while stupid Arabs, of course not all Arabs are stupid, I mean, but we're talking about Hamas, we're talking about a branch of ISIS right now. So how can they get the money? So what they do is they build all these tunnels where they sell guns, where they sell crack and heroin and hashish. Of course, that's on the side. That's earning money on the side. The real money is from Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the Obama regime, who went on to, who sent Kerry to claim that there is a state called Palestine, and they want parts of the West Bank as well. So what Bill Clinton started in 1993, Obama tried to complete, but somehow it didn't come so. He didn't get his way. So Ismael is a stupid idiot who should be put on trial on a tribunal in The Hague, in Holland. So I mean, there's a big court in Hague. So it was built for criminals. Ismael Haniya, Khaled Masal, all these stupid idiots should be put on trial there. Because the 2,100 Arabs who died in 2014 died because of they became victims because of his will to get money from Saudi Arabia, basically. Right? That's the bottom line of the story.